So after yesterday's magnum opus about critiques, I have a much shorter video today, and this is for people who primarily do individual events, because I never seem to record anything for you. Well, I have a couple of directions that my own team members are going for platform speeches. I'm not going to give everything away, but there are a couple that are really kind of promising, and I think they could do a lot for you. The first is, if you're looking for an expository speech, there's this great article that ran on June 1st of this year in the New York Times, and the title of the article is 32 Innovations That Will Change Your World. So if you just go do a Google search for that, 32 Innovations That Will Change Your World, the article comes right up. And you can go down and you can read all these really short paragraphs describing breakthroughs that are only a few years away, probably. And what I would do if I were you is I would pick the three that sounded the coolest as expository speech topics. And then for those three, for each of them, go out and try to find more sources. And for whichever of the three you can find the most additional sources and additional information, that's your one. So your expository topic could almost pick itself. The other topic that I've got one of my team members working on is there was an article that was in The Guardian on March 17th of this year, and it's about the helium shortage. You know, helium is produced by decay of radioactive elements, and when it escapes from Earth's gravity altogether, and it's gone, and it's completely non-renewable. And the problem is the supply that we have isn't nearly enough to meet the demand for medical applications and for scientific research. Helium is used in supercooling in a lot of laboratory settings and a lot of laboratory procedures. It's also necessary to have helium to run an MRI scanner. And the fact that there are still people who are using helium when it's in such limited supply to fill up party balloons. I think you could write this really good persuasive speech where you could talk about the shortage itself and how it came about, what the consequences of the shortage are if basic research can't go forward, and if patients in hospitals can't have MRIs, and then offer your judge and your audience a real simple solution. The next time you are picking out decorations for a party, if you're thinking helium balloon, stop. And possibly you might find in your research that there are other larger maybe regulations need to be passed about what we can do with the scarce supply of helium that we have. But it's always good when your persuasive speech topic has something that you can ask the judge and the audience to do, and that's a real simple one, and I think for a lot of them it may come as a complete surprise. So check that out, 32 Innovations That'll Change Your World, and you might give some thought to the helium shortage and giving up helium party balloons as a good persuasive speech topic, and I hope those help you win some rounds next season.